Today is not a day filled with roses for Shiba Inu. The entire market is experiencing a correction. Analysts are issuing their final cautionary warnings. Nevertheless, an enormous event has occurred. The entire community was utterly astounded by this. In a mere 24 hours, it became the most transacted coin on Coinbase. Supplies are being depleted. This illumination may be the one that rescues the Shiba Inu. What is happening? Furthermore, what is the subject of my discourse? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Today is not precisely one of those excellent days for Shiba Inu, as the price continues to decline. Observing a nearly 8% decrease since yesterday, there is an increase in anxiety among individuals. And owners are left uncertain about their next course of action in the wake of this downturn. Is it feasible for the price to continue decreasing? One analyst conducted a more thorough examination of the current state of the Shiba Inu's price. It appears that Shiba Inu is experiencing some difficulties. Short-term speculators, who engage in rapid transactions, are withdrawing. This has resulted in a substantial decrease in the price, which has prompted some investors to express concern regarding the future of Shiba Inu as a speculative asset. Many of them are searching for alternative opportunities in the rapidly evolving cryptocurrency industry. A concerning trend has been observed in recent data. Short-term speculators have been substantially decreasing their positions, with a significant number of them abandoning them altogether. It is evident that these merchants, who are typically motivated by the prospect of obtaining rapid returns, are losing interest in Shiba Inu due to its failure to generate those gains. Furthermore, it is not exclusively the case for short-term speculators. Even those who have been holding for an extended period, up to a year, are reducing their positions. This change is indicating that the Shiba Inu is not as appealing to investors at this time, as a significant number of investors are opting to reduce their losses in light of the current flat price movements. Additionally, this is the case. Shiba Inu's acceptance rate among new customers has significantly decreased. As noted by one analyst, it is evident from the data in the block that the amount of new addresses that have joined the Shiba Inu ecosystem has decreased significantly. Fans and investors were further alarmed by the metric's descent to its lowest level in years on Monday. To provide context, this metric monitors the proportion of activities on the network that originate from new addresses. In essence, the extent of new interest from new users. Right now, the total amount of new users is significantly lower, indicating that individuals are not as eager to engage with Shiba Inu as they once were. In reality, this adoption rate had been more consistent, occupying between 25% and 50% of the overall transactions since January 2025. However, the most recent fall indicates a significant decline. What is even more alarming is that Shiba Inu has not experienced such low numbers for freshman adoption in nearly 2 years. The most recent instance of such a low point occurred in March 2023, which was a significant concern for Shiba Inu. The Shiba Inu ecosystem is currently experiencing significant challenges in maintaining its appeal and retaining new interest, as evidenced by the recent price decrease and downturn. Therefore, you may be pondering, what is the true nature of the situation? Why is the price decreasing at this rate? It appears that Bitcoin may be involved. The price of Bitcoin has experienced a significant decline, plummeting to approximately 105,000, an 8% decrease from its previous level just 1 week ago. And what is the reason for the decline in Bitcoin? It appears that the federal government has released yet another surprise today. The entire cryptocurrency market is currently experiencing a decline, as investors are responding to the cautious remarks made by senior Federal Reserve officials regarding interest rates. Michelle Bowman, the Federal Reserve Governor, stated on CNBC that the monetary policy is currently in a favorable position. However, she is eager to observe further advancements in inflation before the central bank contemplates reducing interest rates. Fed Chair Jerome Powell has been expressing this sentiment for some time. He has explicitly stated that the central bank is not in a hurry to make significant changes to interest rates, and investors are closely monitoring any indications regarding the future of these policies. Therefore, how does this relate to the Shiba Inu? Shiba Inu is experiencing the repercussions of this market uncertainty, much like Bitcoin, especially when such significant actors as the Federal Reserve are making cautious moves. The general mood is unstable, which causes investors to be more reticent. Shiba Inu is currently experiencing an increase in selling activity, particularly from short-term traders, as a result of the uncertainty. However, it appears that the uncertainty and dread may be dissipating in the near future. Please remain patient. There is literally a glimmer of hope at the conclusion of the tunnel, as a significant event occurred today that could have a significant impact on Shiba Inu. Ethereum is currently unassailable, as its price has soared to the 2,800 range. However, this is where the situation becomes truly bizarre. Ethereum has currently emerged as the most actively traded cryptocurrency on Coinbase. This is the first instance of this since 2022, according to Connor Grogan, the director of Coinbase. The transaction volume of Ethereum has reached an astonishing $367 million in the past 24 hours. And this is where the situation becomes even more intriguing. A new chapter in history has been written. Ethereum's availability on exchanges has reached a 9-year low, according to reports. This could be a significant event, as a decrease in the availability of an asset, such as Ethereum on exchanges, may indicate that a significant event is imminent. This is a supply disruption, which occurs when there is a substantial demand from consumers but not sufficient Ethereum is available to satisfy that demand. Currently, the low level of Ethereum's reserves on centralized exchanges is fostering optimism among investors that the market may be approaching its bottom. In the event that this is the case, it could potentially pave the way for a rally, as Ethereum endeavors to recoup its losses and return to the $3,000 mark, a significant psychological threshold for many. However, the intriguing aspect is as follows. If Ethereum's price is unable to maintain its current level, an analyst has suggested that the altcoin season may be postponed. Ethereum must maintain its strength in order to facilitate the market's preparation for altcoin season, during which smaller currencies frequently experience significant price increases. Well-known analyst Ali recently issued an alert on social media, stating that the altcoin season could come to a halt if Ethereum is unable to maintain the 2,600 mark. Essentially, Ethereum's failure to sustain that critical level could result in the altcoin market decreasing in tandem. Typically, the altcoin marketplace tends to follow Ethereum's success when it is performing well, with lesser cryptocurrencies experiencing a boost as traders seek higher returns. Nevertheless, the altcoin market could be substantially impacted if Ethereum falters and its value declines significantly. However, please remain patient. This is the point at which the situation becomes truly captivating. Ethereum has not only maintained that critical supportive level in the charts of today, but it has also surpassed it in an unexpectedly brief period. In light of the analysts' caution regarding the potential delay of the altcoin season, if Ethereum fails to maintain that critical level, does this imply that a significant increase in the value of Shiba Inu is imminent? Okay, so here's the situation. Shiba Inu is constructed on the Ethereum blockchain, which implies that it generally moves in tandem with Ethereum to a certain extent. When Ethereum performs well, it frequently has a beneficial effect on other coins that are part of the same blockchain. Additionally, it is important to consider that a significant number of Shiba Inu owners are also registered on Coinbase, a significant exchange that is also experiencing significant activity in the Ethereum market. Therefore, if Ethereum is demonstrating resilience and surpassing critical resistance levels, this could initiate a chain reaction, which in turn would attract additional investment and attention to the Shiba Inu. This could be the time that Shiba Inu has been anticipating, provided that the altcoin season eventually commences. As Ethereum acquires momentum, and the general sentiment shifts toward cryptocurrencies, the price of Shiba Inu may experience a significant increase. It may even lead to the Shiba Inu reaching new heights, beating its previous highest high. This would be particularly significant for those who have been patiently waiting for a reversal during the recent declines. What is even more thrilling is that this could ultimately signal the beginning of the fading of the losses that numerous Shiba Inu owners have been experiencing for months. Owners who have been experiencing the effects of the downturn may begin to experience a sense of comfort as their portfolios begin to recover. The environment could become electrifying, attracting additional merchants and bolstering the overall momentum, as the excitement surrounding Shiba Inu is poised to reach new heights. Therefore, this could be the start of a significant development for the Shiba Inu if all the necessary factors are in order. For those who are interested in capitalizing on what could be a transformative period for the Shiba Inu ecosystem, the upcoming weeks may present significant opportunities. Therefore, there is no need for excessive anxiety at this time, as the price is exhibiting its typical volatility. In the long term, it appears that Shiba Inu is well positioned for a promising future and some truly remarkable price accomplishments in the future. It is evident that the potential for Shiba Inu to reach its full potential in the coming years is still present, despite the fact that it is currently experiencing some challenges. Additionally, it is crucial to bear in mind the following. Shibazens, or the Shiba Inu community, consistently maintain a sense of perspective. One of their most recent tweets encapsulates the essence of the matter. If one intends to remain in this world indefinitely, even the most challenging days are of no consequence. This truly encapsulates the very essence of the Shiba Inu's voyage. Certainly, there are ups and downs, however. The difficult days are not as detrimental when one is committed to the long term. It serves as a reminder that digital currency markets are subject to unforeseen fluctuations. However, it is crucial to maintain an overarching perspective. Shiba Inu will eventually achieve what many believe it can, and those difficult periods will become a distant memory if you are devoted to the vision and the community. Therefore, maintain your composure and maintain your optimism. There are numerous opportunities to anticipate. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.